Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this recap video I'm going to cover how it is that I'm choosing the time frames to trade when I'm looking at the XBT, or the single coin Bitcoin futures contract traded on the CBOE, or the CBOE. And I really want to emphasize that this is not the buy and hold, or the HODL as they call it on the cryptocurrency or digital currency side. Hold on for dear life, that's what that stands for. That's not the strategy here. What I'm really looking at is this. To me, this is digital Forex. This is the US dollar versus Bitcoin. And what I'm looking at is using that, it's not a lot of margin, it's not a lot of leverage. It's 66% requirement. So I'm getting a little bit of leverage, but I'm looking at the speed and reliability of the order execution on the CBOE through the futures contract, as opposed to what can be an unstable and unknown quantity with, say, an alternative that I would use, be it Gemini, be it GDAX. They're getting better. I just don't have the same trust in those exchanges to day trade, although I am experimenting with them a little bit. But I do like what I'm seeing in terms of price action and execution on the future side. So the question is, okay, Rag, what's a day trading time frame? And I'm going to tell you, it's really going to be very much what I've been doing in the Forex market since about 99, 2000, which is a 60-minute time frame or less. Now, while a 60-minute time frame might seem very, very long, remember, these are true 24-hour markets. And partially what I like to focus in on is really the Asian session. So as I see a downtrend on the 60-minute chart, or as I see a downtrend on the 30-minute chart as we go into the Asian session, this is very much something that I'll be focusing on as I go into trading the latter half of my trading day. And the exciting thing about looking at just an extension of foreign exchange, digital foreign exchange, if you will, is that these markets on the futures do give me some of the safety that I would want from any other futures contract. Again, mostly the stability of the exchange. Now, volatile, yes. Do circuit breakers get hit? Absolutely. So I would recommend right now, when you are trading Bitcoin, be in front of the computer, make this active, eyes on the chart, hand on the mouse and the keyboard type day trading. You know, make this, be sure you're present, because this is still a market full of volatility and uncertainty. But gosh, as this market's rolled over, you can see how beautiful we triggered a wave reversal as we go into the last trading day of the year. And speaking of the last trading day of the year, one of the questions that I get a lot of is what's happening at the end of the year? What's happening as different traders are looking at the ramifications of the end of the year? And one of them is the tax loss harvest trading. And that's something that John has done for, gosh, the better part of, as long as I've known him anyway. And we do this for members every single year. And the cool thing is that this year we are absolutely making this available to members for free. And I want to just give you guys a heads up, because you can join Simpler Futures or Simpler Options as a trial member today and be able to join John for the tax loss harvest. And by the way, one of the things that I'm looking at doing are some Bitcoin futures trading into next year as well. So again, for that same trial, you can join me for some of these Bitcoin futures trading, like the lesson that I gave you here today on the time frame selection. So just want to give you a heads up. This is one of my favorite things that John does every year. It's a very seasonal, very time-specific strategy that is every time I've done it, it definitely yields results. And it's an interesting psychology that happens again and again, and it gives you an interesting look inside some of the psychological financial factors that set this up to be a very reliable trade year after year after year. So again, if you are not a member, you can join right now. You can go to simplertrading.com/harvest to check out what this is all about. And if you're ready to go ahead and join us and again get this class, head on over to simplertrading.com/join. How easy is that? And you can join us, but you got to do it today, or again latest tomorrow, because John's going to be doing this tomorrow between 2 and 4 Eastern, between 1 and 3 Central in the afternoon. So don't dilly-dally. Head on over to see what the harvest trading is all about at simplertrading.com/harvest and join us. And again, we're going to be talking the tax loss harvest. That's going to be tomorrow, all right? And then throughout January, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin futures trading on the Simpler Futures side. So again, you can join Simpler Futures or Simpler Options and get the tax loss harvest. And if you're interested in the Bitcoin futures, go ahead and just join Simpler Futures and you can get both. All right, gang, see you in the next update.